Hello, Sunshine. Welcome back to another episode of HUSHCLUB, and it's your host, Timmy. And I'm wearing my special hat that I painted. If you don't know that, I paint hats and a lot of apparel stuff. But this is a special hat I made for Operation Takeover. This is the main... oh, hey, Luna. Sorry, one of my friend's cats just here. So today's episode is obviously the main episode for Operation Takeover. If you have been keeping track of the episodes of the podcast and my stories and shorts, you'll probably see that I've been working on an outfit that I made for the event. Basically painted some pants and bleached some shirts and painted the hat, obviously, and did a whole ensemble of things to wear. It was a really, really fun night. The outfit definitely caught a lot of attention, and there was a few things that highlighted it. For example, the back pocket I did last minute, that was a tribute to Operation Takeover with the text I did by freehand with acrylic markers. That was probably one of Breezie's favorite, I can tell. He also loved the hat, which I'm actually decided to wash and give to him because apparently there was actually more to the VIP bundle that I missed, and I'm going to collect them this Thursday at his studio. So just a very sort of quick introduction about the event. Operation Takeover is a music event hosted by IKatana, Kat, and Brezie, who is a good friend of mine that I got to know through a good friend, TGAR. And he runs Flow State Studio as a producer and as a rapper and singer himself. A lot of the artists that performed tonight, there's probably I think 6 or 7 listed on the poster that I put up on my wall. Most of them have worked with him before, including IKatana. And so it was a really good event. It was super fun. I think the VIP ticket was around $100 something, just past $100 essentially, and it was actually a very, very good deal. I bought a really good friend of mine, who's never really been to this kind of music event and has always been wanting to meet Brezie as well. Shout out to Anthony. But yeah, so we went to the event. It was in Marrickville at a place called Kiss My Brass. And, you know, the VIP bundle, I didn't realize there was 2 tickets. I was mostly buying it because I saw there was like merch, and that was the only bundle that had like the merch and everything. And it had silent disco, and I've never had silent disco before. I've always wanted to do that. It was on my bucket list. And then shortly after purchasing, because that's kind of usually the right price range for like a VIP ticket. For a lot of mainstream artists at least. And so from my experience, I didn't really even question that, and obviously didn't read it carefully enough and realized there was 2 tickets involved for all of the stuff, and most of the things there were like 2 of them. So obviously I invited my good friend Anthony and thought he'd enjoy that, and then he reimbursed me the ticket as a nice man that he is. And so, you know, I'm wearing what I got for the 2 free merch. I got one and I got him one as well, and we both ended up choosing the same shirt. I don't know if you can see the full back. So this is actually apparently an artwork that I recognize it because I seen it in the Flow State studio when I was visiting Brezie on another occasion, and he had art hanging on it. I said, that's a really cool art, and he said, yeah, a friend who's an artist did that for him. And it's also on his sticker, I think, that he gave to me as part of the MP3 player bundle. And I put that on the back of my phone, which I always love. It's kind of like a cartoon version of him. Really cool sticker. And then MP3 players are still on sale, so if you want to go support that, the link is always below. And it's basically a Bluetooth MP3 player movement where he's removed his Spotify music and put it on here exclusively. And it's to support the movement of sort of actually putting your money with the artists, whereas not putting it into like mainstream online streaming services, which basically don't pay a dime to them. I mean, like, for example, Breezie's situation is, it was like producing music for 2 years on Spotify, and Spotify pays like $60 over that time, which is hardly any money. So it's all part of a movement of essentially trying to bring back devices and separate things from your phone, but also kind of you know, really, really finding ways to actually support music and your favorite artists. And it's a really good movement. The price range is really, really budget friendly. And there's a few different tiers. So you can go for different tiers to support either the music or the music and the MP3 players, or if you want to go full out. Again, different price ranges. So really flexible. He's done really well on that. So check out the link and support him. And a lot of these merch and things that you buy at the show is going towards his next show. So it's going to be super cool. Anyway, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 event, really, really long event actually compared to a lot of concerts I've been to. But I'm going to walk you through the process. So essentially this video is going to be in 2 parts, as always with music events. And it's one part, the first part is going to be me walking you through the process of what happened throughout the night. And then part 2 is going to be essentially the performances on its own, so that I don't get flagged down for copyright when I get to monetizing eventually for the channel. Last thing I do want to talk about quickly as well before going into the first part of the video is to just talk about the Meta AI glasses. So as you know, a little while back I got them and I've been making use of it a lot, especially for like art videos when I'm creating or painting things. Makes it a lot easier because my hands are free and I have to constantly adjust the tripod and such. But it was a really good thing to try out because I knew I was going to use it at music concerts a lot, and this was the first one that's come up since I've got them, and I knew I was going to be using it for this. And 2 things that I found out when I was doing research after I got it was, one, there's a limit of only 3 to 5 minute videos, and so the longest video you can record at a time is 5 minutes. Not bad. Does mean you have to keep kind of pressing record on a lot of occasions if you're doing something like a long concert, for example, as Operation Takeover. And the more frequent your recordings are, the more easy it is for it to overheat, and also obviously the battery charge does run low kind of quickly. I wouldn't say it's too bad. The battery ran low, I think, almost towards the end of the silent disco, which was about like under 1 hour mark, but it was pretty close to the end, so it did pretty well. One thing that I learned was the charge was very, very good for the case. So the case acts as a charger, so if you flip it open you can see the lights. That's the light. So it has a charge, kind of like iPod cases, they have a charge, and you pop it in there and you get charging. And you know, in most cases took less than 10 minutes for it to kind of go up to about, I think, 30 or 40% charge, which is very, very quicker than a lot of phones and such. So I think it's doing really, really well. It actually records audio pretty well and plays audio really well. I think it's like a bone conduction technology, if that's the term, but there's basically meant to be 3 sets of if kind of like speakers on each side of your phone. So I think that night ran from about 5:30 to about 11, and then there was still a DJ set after that. So it was a very, very long long concert or music event. And up to the DJ event, for those timing up to 11, I only ran out of battery charge probably about 2 times, where it was like basically almost completely dead. And you know, I only had to whip out my phone to record maybe like 1 or 2 performances. Of course, I didn't record everyone's like performances fully in every song. I always do that. I either record a tiny bit of every song or I record more chunks of a fewer songs. In this case, because the event was going on for so long and it was I'm a bit old and unfit. So, you know, I had to sit down a couple of times. So I didn't record everything, but I tried to get like a more diversity with the glasses, knowing the limit as well. So I was trying to pace myself in a sense, if you can say that. But yeah, so let's jump right into it and talk about all the stuff that happened that night and what I got, etc. Let's do it. Hey guys, I just want to quickly add another limit that I think is worth noting about Meta AI glasses. It is designed for phone viewing, so there is an aspect ratio limit, so it's kind of more like a square format rather than like a landscape format, so better, more suited for vertical editing. So you'll find a lot of my videos when I've recorded with it, it's generally like a smaller format on like a like there's a lot of negative space essentially. So that's one thing to bear in mind if you're planning on getting Meta AI glasses for content creation. Hi, I'm Ting. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Ting, T-I-N-G.
Ting.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What was it, Aoife?
Geetha.
Geetha.
Yes.
That's a really cool name.
Thank you.
How's your night going?
Where's your name from?
I'm Taiwanese originally.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Have you been to one of these
First time.
I have no idea what's in it.
I know. It's actually really funny. Me and my friend, we went to the actual venue first because we thought it was over there. So we were here first, said hi to IKatana. Then we were like, oh, we should go to the event now. Went over to the event. Then Brezie was like, you know the event's over there, right? And then we came back.
Was there anyone over at the other venue?
No, everyone was over here. I think everyone actually knew what was going on except for us.
Well, you're not late.
Yeah, it's good that there's a lot of time. I think everyone usually in Australia arrives a bit late to events.
Not like that in Taiwan.
Probably the same. I think everyone's a bit like that.
It's on time.
There's only just the anxious people who are like, oh, gotta get there early.
Where's your friend?
Oh, he's just dropping off his jacket. He realizes he's wearing too much.
I'm probably wearing too much.
It's so hard to tell right now.
Yeah. It's also, you never know whether it's going to break out in rain or not.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, we're going to be watching a lot of performances, so I'll probably get pretty warm. So the dancing is probably what makes a huge difference.
My plan B is if it starts raining, I'm going to turn my jacket inside out.
And just put it over your head. Just hide underneath someone else. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do if it starts raining, especially wearing glasses. Just go, oh no.
But it is hard to tell this weird time of year here as well.
So strange right now. Also with these kind of events this so late at night, I often gets so cold when you're leaving.
Are you into beatmaking or anything like that?
What's that?
How do you know Katana?
So I actually knew, do you know TGAR? Breezie's. So Brezie has a mate who's a rapper called TGAR. I knew him and I knew Brezie through that. And then because IKatana was promoting with Brezie, that's how I got to know her and started chatting with her.
So you know the artists that are playing tonight?
I know a few artists, but not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a few interesting new ones that I'm keen to kind of figure out. Yeah. What about you?
Forward to it. I met IKatana through this friend of mine, Sean, who he makes beats.
Oh,
Under the
nice.
name Little Archer.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I went to a beat making night, I met IKatana, and then, yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you an artist yourself? Or?
Yeah, I'm a singer.
Oh, really? What's your artist name?
Magical Mystery.
Magical Mystery.
Magical Miss G.
Miss G.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So that's how I know Sean, because we do gigs together.
Yeah. That's so cool. Artists are supporting artists as well.
100%. We have to.
I know.
Because honestly, in Sydney, artists don't get a lot of support. This is a fucking tough city.
It's very
To do
hard.
anything creatively. So, you know, if you do make a friend or an acquaintance who's an artist, like, it's good to, like, give them a little bit of love, you know?
I know, 100%. I love like meeting so many different types of artists as
Yeah,
well.
totally.
Because it's like the things they experience and also the things that they kind of talk about. It's just so different.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been exposed to the beat making world until I met Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this is so cool.
I know, when I went to Breezie's studio, I was just like, whoa. So I've never been inside a studio before. And I was like, it's so cool. And you see him like just like editing videos or doing things online, like using programs. And I'm like, wow.
What about yourself? Are you creative?
Yeah, I actually run a podcast. So I just started sort of about a year and a half ago. So that's how I know a lot of artists, because I try to reach out and go, can I interview you? I was like, I'm not monetized, I can't pay you anything, but I'm like, it's for the art, it's for the love.
So what's the idea? HUSHCLUB?
So the podcast is basically, I do any topic.
Yeah.
It's just kind
And then there'll be those that just come for Brezie, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm like you. I'm like, this can't be the venue, right?
It would be very strange
This
dancing
raffle
over
thing
here.
going on as well.
And we're just like, yeah, raffle that number. 66.
And you can smell steak in the background.
Someone just bring tomahawks through the dance
that's
floor.
a tomahawk.
And we're just like, Mexican wave. Oh, God.
They fell.
just a million things happening at the same
I think
time.
I could train you to like truly zone out, right? Zone out all your senses.
Would be going off the charts.
We're bombarded, right?
I think for an ADHD person like me, this is going to be way too much.
You think? Or would you just be like, oh yeah, this is a lot happening?
I'll probably just like zone out into one thing.
Because this might be sensory overload for someone who's more on the autistic spectrum.
Probably.
ADHD.
Because like I feel like at one point this year I was like, oh, I don't know if I really have ADHD. And then when I was like doing stuff like art, I was like, oh yeah, I needed to do that. Then I'll be like, oh wait, let me Google this, and I was like, I think I do have ADHD.
Yeah. Oh, in the airplane.
God, it's so loud. I can't believe how loud it is. Hey guys, so I just want to quickly plug in a video here and there to explain some of these things, add additional information. So we met at a hotel first. I'll list it up here. As I said, when I was having a dialogue with the lovely mystical Miss G, who is an attendee but also an artist herself, I posted the stuff in the video clip coming up. In the previous video clip. But basically, so like I said, when I was chatting with her, we went to the actual venue for the main event by accident, even though we met IKatana here. And we were chatting with IKatana. I was chatting with her beforehand, trying to suss out if she was vegan or not, because of something like with dietary requirements, because I wanted to make a cake for all the artists. In hindsight, I should have double-checked everyone else's. But anyway, I ended up just deciding to give it to her because she was going to be at the hotel nearby. It was like 2 minutes walk from the Sydenham train station, which was also where I met my friend Anthony before the event. And, you know, most of the locations were all pretty close, probably give or take 5-10 minutes away from the station only. And I just want to mention that the event was actually really, really well organized. Everything was really, really great. There was hardly anything you can pick on. And they did send out around 1 p.m. An email to actually guide you through the entire flow of the day. I just was a noob and missed it, and kind of misguided my friend Anthony to all the way to go to the Kiss My Brass location first, whereas we were meeting IKatana, and she did mention that they're going to be setting up there. So she came in with boxes, sat at the table, and was like doing the headphones and stuff. And she said, well, I'll come and get you once we're ready. And that should have been the first cue that we were in the right place already, but somehow we ended up going. Luckily, there was like a good amount of time before like everyone arrived and actually got set up with the stuff, and you know, we were allowed to like mingle and chat for a little bit, so that ended up kind of being the saving grace. And then the main event started. And if you don't know, HUSHCLUB is a guided silent disco. So essentially there's a theme, and this theme was obviously alien abduction related, and there was a lot of music going on this whole time in our headphones, but you can't really hear them, which is great for this video because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's mostly the artists that were performing tonight anyway, so you get to really hear like the actual sort of like sound production and like the mastered music before the live, which was really, really cool. And in between, she guided us through a few locations of that area. It's kind of a nice way to kind of get to know the area a little bit, seeing random places. I've never really been to a skate park before, so that was really cool. And that's coming up in the next clip, or one of the next clips, I should say. And it was a really, really full-on 1 hour. It felt really, really tired by the end of it and really sweaty, but it was really, really fun. And it was kind of nerve-wracking, but also super cool at the same time, where there was the videography guy doing actual filming, and it was really cool. And we even walked past some crowds, and the HUSHCLUB is done really, really well. IKatana is such a great, and she's theatrical, she's dynamic, she's charismatic, and she knows how to handle people and get to connect with people. She's just got this sweet charm and incredible energy. And she was very, very, considerate of people whenever we were heading into like a main area with more people, like the train station that we bypassed a few times. In a sense, bypass, I mean tap in, tap out. She was very, very, quick to update us and tell us that we're about to go into this like busy area. Please consider the other pedestrians and form one straight line while we sort of march through. So, kudos on that. And yeah, you can get to look at the Instagram page for more information. If you want to sign up for some yourself, definitely go to one of these events. They even had like a lot of raffle tickets, and for some reason when we were doing the raffles, a lot of people just like didn't show up or left already, and the numbers just went unannounced, and we had to resort to like plan B for raffle idea. But more on that in the video, you can see. But she was very good at also sort of problem solving on some of those things. And getting things done in the situation. So it's very, very good. She's a very cool girl. I'm very, very grateful to have like got to know her and this connection. And yeah, so anyway, IKatana, so nice to finally meet you, and I hope you like the cake, and thank you for liking the hat that I gave you. There's so many things on my face right now.
Yeah.
My hat, my glasses, my face.
Are you ready? Follow me outside.
Let's go!
You need to change it.
Which one? Oh, you can really hear it.
Huddle over here. Everyone,
Wow.
listen to me. Hello, hello, hello. In a huddle over here. Off to the side, out of the traffic. Out of the traffic zone. Yes. Right, guys. So, are you guys ready for an adventure tonight?
Hey, man.
Who's first?
I love your get up.
Oh, thank
I
you.
love you, but you look great. In fact, you win best dress.
Oh, thank you. This is hand painted.
About half the crowd. I can't believe this. Well, you guys are gonna be different people by the end of this. So I'll just check. Okay, something crazy just happened. Yusuf? I'm getting this really afraid of just happened. I don't know if we should tell them.
I think this is part of it.
Alright.
Maybe.
Alright. Guys, I've just received news that aliens have crash landed in Sydney right now. And to make it even worse, they've crash landed in Sydenham.
Oh no!
Right in between us and the venue. Okay. It's lucky that I have been taking online training courses in intergalactic guerrilla warfare. So I think I can get us through this, but you're gonna have to listen, right? We have to stick with this together, or else I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it out alive. Alright. Well, we'll just cover some ground rules first to make sure that we're all on the same page before we head out. Just keep strong and
You can turn the
volume.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
greetings and welcome to HUSHCLUB. We are so lucky to have you. Today's adventure will begin in approximately 5 minutes, so please listen closely to the following details to ensure maximum enjoyment. First and foremost, always follow the leader, aka the human in the front, and follow any instructions given. This is essential to maintain safety during the route and avoid any tragedies, namely car accidents and traffic blockages. Secondly, notify the route assistance have fun, and get derpy. Judging each other is so old school. So let's leave that negative energy at the door and invite some positive swag into our limbs. And with that, score your drinks, tighten your shoes, and get ready to rumble.
A full moon.
Oh yeah, it is.
Of course, the aliens came on a full moon.
Hey guys, just want to quickly jump in and mention. So it was really fun. The silent disco. I think it was really cool that they included sort of going through different kind of areas of the suburb and kind of really dancing through the different kind of environments makes it really interesting. My favorite was probably the roller skate park and also the playground. Both of them really kind of helps bring out the playfulness, especially that kind of childhood naivete and playfulness, and you know, it definitely made us a lot more tired, but that was like really fun, and you can really see like how tight-knit the community is, and I mean the music community and like the people who love music. You know, every time I go to a concert, you really get to kind of be reminded of how kind people can be and how inclusive everyone is, and you can see like people were trying to bring in other people or like surrounding people who weren't even actually part of the group of like this silent disco. And people who like joined us into dancing and kind of got in with the vibe. That's kind of one of the cool things about Australia. It's very much like that. And you know, even when people trying to climb out of the park, the roller skate park, people were ready to give them a hand. I obviously joined in trying to do that. But yeah, the energy is very infectious and it's really great. This is what music does, good music especially, and from like amazing people who organized this, and obviously the amazing attendees.
Oh my God, we're safe. We can dance again.
I'm so out of breath.
Luckily, we have the music of First Nations artists to protect us on this land. Everyone, give your sovereignty. Always was, always will be.
Woo! You can hear that. Woo!
If anyone needs help, grab a hand.
Yeah. Hey!
Alright, let's go guys. We killed it, they never found us. Watch your steps, there's a lot of stairs here.
Oh. take off your... Sorry. I'm okay, thank you.
Watch the stairs here, guys. Alright, there are no cars coming. Let's just run. Everyone, run across the street. Let's go. Break the law! Wait here. Now we're entering a safe space. The trees. But be careful. Tread softly.
I used to say to him, he used to say, oh, Claire's working today. I used to say, oh, yeah, I know. He goes, oh, you know.
Alright, everyone. This is a moment for us to train. Because we might face aliens later. Alright?
Harry.
I'll explain.
But apparently he was a fucking prick, so... Yeah, don't you remember? I told you that?
Oh, yeah, but like, I don't think so.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Remember my black cousin? Of the Ep39?
As aliens, you're gonna chase all the civilians. And if you are a civilian, you can untag your person. Alright? 1, 2, 3. Run! And you can only stay in the trees. Aliens are annihilating. Anxiety weighing my mind, sick of time, temperature rise, limit of time, 10 more seconds. Humans, can we rise up? Three, two, one. Game over. Alright guys, that was a great battle. We are much better off than before. Come on, let's take a chill. Let's relax for a few minutes.
Whew.
Got our cardio in.
Cardio, who's that?
Spot we can relax.
That's enough for the day for me.
There's absolutely nowhere better to relax than the giant red couch.
Wait, where do we get tickets? I don't get it. Where do we get it, bro?
HUSHCLUB.
CD.
Guys did amazing. The aliens were quaking in their boots.
Is that 18 plus or not?
You little bitch!
Yo, sweet Andre, there. Remove us off the floor.
Hey! Come on, dance!
Where?
Dance! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Hey!
You converted him.
Did you get that?
Hey!
Everyone get ready, it's coming soon! We've been practicing all night, and now I want to see your best moves.
Come in.
Everyone, you killed it! Round of applause for
Oh,
guys, when we enter establishment, we're just going to pass off our headphones. So don't go all the way in until you let them give them to us, alright? Yay, everyone did a good job!
ooh,
Oh my god.
my ears.
Oh no.
Ooh. That was pretty fun.
That was very different, very fun.
Definitely an experience. So sweaty. Thank you. Take your time.
Ticket, come. I have your ticket.
Anthony.
What's your name?
Ting.
Ting?
Ting.
How do you
T-I-N-G.
spell it? Ting?
Like the bell.
Bat ting?
What was your name?
She gets that for
I know.
Yeah.
It's worse than mine. So much worse.
It's okay. At least it's a single syllable.
It's close enough. If someone goes with Tim, then it'll be close
Oh,
enough.
yeah, tin. Give me tin.
Can't believe I was like, now it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
Felt like
That
forever.
was the longest hour,
I know.
but it was also the shortest hour.
As well, yeah. It's cool, and you got to see Brezie.
Oh, this is the postcard. You can see the postcard.
Yeah. Such a cool poster. Good work.
I'm so gross.
I'm sure we're all along the same lines, just everyone smell mixed
Yeah, but
together.
you're running around extra, and you've got your camera, and that's probably the hardest shoot I've ever done.
Trying to
Choreograph anything. You just kind of have to.
I'm like, fuck, I hope this looks good. Sure it will, but like,
Sit down with me or just go.
yeah, it's got pretty good. It's got pretty good stabilization, so it should be alright.
At least no one tripped over it. So that would have been very embarrassing to
I
record on
wasn't
camera.
sure about the skating ball. I was like, oh,
I know.
Can I make it? Yeah, okay. No.
As soon as I climbed up one, I was like, oh, kind of regretting this.
Yeah. Not easy in G&G though, that I'd say.
Oh, I know. I find also any painted stuff aren't ventilating very well.
Yeah.
Okay. VIP. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Thank you.
Perfect, and you are like
Thank you.
this one.
Oh, awesome.
$50
Oh, food and beverage voucher.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so you just got to use it all at once at
Yeah.
the bar.
Okay.
But you can use it for anything.
Okay. Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it's together.
Awesome. And
Thank you.
so you have one.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I'm not sure actually how that works.
So it was just under your name?
Yeah.
This name.
It was just together.
Okay, I think you just went.
Yeah, probably just one. I feel like that'll be a lot.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Hello, it's me again. So jumping in quickly again to plug in some extra information. So Kira does have, I was trying to find her podcast. It should be probably somewhere on YouTube, or I'll ask Brezie to help me plug it in later in the description. But basically, she and Brezie often do podcasts, and they have some really good topics. Like in the original version, where you buy the original MP3 play pack, there's a podcast talking about sort of why they just decided to get away from Spotify, and also like how vinyl CDs and all such are kind of making a comeback, which is an episode I'm looking to do myself as well soon. Anyway, so Kira is very, very sweet. So I've heard her voice a few times. This is the first time I met her in person, and she's super amazing, super sweet, super like just sort of like got that sort of, I feel like, I want to say in a good way, like gypsy, cool, hippie kind of vibe, very, very musical and ready for like the world and ready to kind of bathe in sort of like good energy. That's kind of the vibe she gives me. Anyway, so I did want to say, so the main thing to pop in this clip is I think it's very important if you want to improve events as an attendee, and if you enjoyed it, to be 100% honest. And this is not a bad thing. This is the only thing that I feel like could have been improved if I have to pick on something that night, but which is really, really just like nitpicking, because honestly, as if this is like an event that they haven't hosted in a very long time, especially by some newer people, newer artists that don't perform a lot. For example, I don't know how often these people perform. It's actually exceptionally done, and the event was so good, and the lineup was so good. So what happened here was basically, so everyone gets a small little printout raffle, like a small printout, which is for your free drink, and you basically go to the bar. Now, there was a little miscommunication here. They weren't too sure about the free pizza part with the VIP package. Maybe there just weren't enough people sort of buying the VIP package. I don't know. But the VIP package basically included 2 merch, 2 tickets, 2 merch products, and also 2 and also 1 free pizza and 2 free drinks. Did I mention that already? Anyway, so you go to the bar, and that ticket is essentially for your 2 free drinks, which pretty much I think most people will probably get. I think I can't remember. I have to check the tickets again. But anyway, so VIP includes 2 free drinks. So me and Anthony went to the bar and got a drink, and we asked about the pizza. And what happened here at the beginning when we were checking in, when we were scanning the ticket, was she was giving us this other bigger voucher, right? So that big voucher will become abundantly clear what it was for later on. It was actually basically for one of the raffles. So when they're doing the raffles, you can get like a $50 inclusive of drink and food to spend on. So it was pretty good. And the pizza was pretty good there. It was like packaged pizza, so obviously they don't make it on site. It was a very small bar space. The venue was like really, really nice. It's very sort of cozy, but also quite spacious, just kind of the right amount to feel like really intimate. It's one of those kind of like venues I really enjoy, where you kind of get really close up to the artists. And you had a huge display of like, instruments, mainly like guitars of sorts and saxophones, which is super, super cool. I love it, and looked really pretty. I just love admiring instruments. Not that I can play any, but I'm sure you get that, what I'm like talking about. And there was enough sort of seating in different places. There was a bathroom, thank God. And it was 2 unisex ones, so girls definitely didn't have to wait too long. I think it was like an equal fight between everyone, and you never really had to wait long during the event, which was pretty amazing considering there was a lot of drinks involved, and the drinks help people kind of sit down and mingle. And there was a 10-minute sort of time frame, sort of break before we started the events and singing, so it gave us time to kind of catch our breath after silent disco. So they really, really kind of know audience well or the experience well. Yeah, so apart from that little mix up, so basically when we went to the bar, we were like, oh, so we just want to know about like the free pizza, and they're like, the free pizza, and we're like, yeah, so the VIP bundle says there's free pizza, and we showed them the ticket, and they're like, I don't know, maybe there's a mix up. They're like, I think you might just get like a bottle of bubbles for free, and we were like, well, we already have 2 drinks. I don't know if we're gonna like in 10 minutes especially get through like a whole bottle of sparkling. And we were like, maybe we can share it. And then we went back to check with another girl at the time, and then she explained to us, and then she went and very kindly, you know, sorted it out for us, and then we ended up getting our pizza and shared it with Anthony, and that was really nice. And yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. So that's like the stuff IKatana
Is this
for.
merch still?
Yeah, because like IKatana made stuff, so I think you can buy stuff.
We got a VIP. Oh,
Do we actually get 2?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
What's that?
What did you say? Do you actually get? Are you looking to that?
Oh no, because we put a ticket together on the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know if there's like extra or if there's like just one. Because I think she was a bit confused whether we get one or not.
He got
So, like,
a VIP package. I'm just following. I absolutely know when it would go.
Well, I got a couple of free tickets and my one plus one didn't come. So if something goes wrong, you can have my one.
oh my God, then you'd be following her. I'll be alone.
Sorry, Dutchman. These are the right ones. You do get a pizza as well,
Oh, I see.
but I
Okay,
just
cool.
forgot to print
Okay,
VIP
cool.
ones. But
Okay,
it is
cool.
all known.
Yeah.
Artists who have brought their flamest heat to the table, so be prepared to let loose by the end of the night. We have stalls, accessories, fashion, live painting. What more could you want? Oh yeah, also giveaways.
Let's just take this
So
off.
anything you purchase, you're gonna get a raffle ticket, and that's going to put you in on the night. But we're not here about that right now. Right now, we're going to do a little intention to start the night. So, Kira, you ready to take it away? All right.
Amazing. Hi everyone. I'm Kira. So to arrive together feeling grounded and ready for the night, I thought it would be a really nice idea to do a bit of a sensory experience.
You can see more on this side.
So I invite you all to gently close down your eyes, placing attention on the body and the internal world. Taking a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. On this next breath, picture your inhale traveling and filling your belly till there is no space left. Then exhale out the mouth. Let's do this once more. So breathing, filling the belly and exhaling out the mouth. Return to an easeful, relaxed breath. So just breathing in through your nose and out through your nose at your own natural pace. Keep your eyes closed down. Notice what you feel. Gently scan your awareness through the body, noticing any sensations. Feel the contact of your body and the surface beneath you. The clothes against your skin, the temperature. Just notice. Move your awareness to your mouth. What do you taste? Maybe it's subtle or strong, alkaline or bitter. Now widen our awareness, bringing attention to the external world. What can you hear? People, maybe cars, footsteps, your own breath, another's breath. Listen and continue to breathe naturally without effort. So now if you have any glasses, just pop them on your head, keeping your eyes closed. Gently start to rub your hands together, creating some heat. When you've created some of this heat, place your palms over your closed eyes and begin to flutter the eyes, drinking in some warmth. And when you're ready, place your hands back down and open your eyes. What do you see? Looking around the room, all the faces of the people around the room, all the beautiful people. I hope you're now feeling more grounded and ready for everything that's to come. Thanks.
Alright, but we're not done yet, folks. Because it wouldn't be a holy night without a three-part Holy Trinity intention setting, right? So next, I want everyone to imagine their wildest dream. What is something that you would imagine that could happen to you this year if there were no limitations?
To me and being nominated for the Latin Grammys.
Now, what is the one thing that's stopping you from getting there?
Me.
All right. Well, now there's a part two. And Breezie's the second one.
True.
Hold on to that. Poetic, thoughtful rapper curated just for you. RJ, come on stage.
Hello everybody, my name is RJAY. I'm from Canberra. And we are here to have an excellent night. Thanks for IKatana and Brezie for holding this down and having such a good venue to pull up at. Let's get it. Let's run this straight into my first song called Lonely at the Top. We need some more sound up it. Technical difficulties.
So let's go.
The joys of live gigging. Like sound guys,
Technical difficulties we were just talking about.
It's lonely at the top in whatever you do. A lot of people start to stop seeking knowledge and proof. I said these things.
And then RJAY started performing, one of the first up from the lineup of the artists for that night. And then it was basically followed by, in between there was a couple of raffle tickets. Basically, if you got food and stuff, like outside of like your ticket inclusive free drink, if you bought more things, you would get a raffle ticket to join the lottery for like the winner of like prizes and stuff. In between, I saw Brezie a couple times. He would come around and he would like throw in some funny comments like, "Yeah, that's a really cool hat, man." He was like, "Oh, I like your shirt." He was like, and that was after we got the merch. So at one point, I went to Brezie because I wanted to know when we would be able to get them free merch. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm free now, in between the performances." And he goes like, "Yeah, I could sort it out for you." And he was really kind enough to kind of upgrade my MP3 with like the EP. And Anthony obviously decided to support the movement and buy his own MP3 player, and had a really good chat with Brezie. I'm really glad they finally got to connect on a face-to-face opportunity and like personal level, properly to kind of talk about music and such, and the DJ, I believe, is IKatana's boyfriend. He's called Threatnique, spelled with TH, like Threat, in Technique. And he was like sort of handling all the music stuff. So he's, I believe, probably some kind of producer as well, probably, and also a DJ artist. And he was one of the people doing the DJing at the end, and then it was followed by another DJ, which we didn't stay for because it was 11 o'clock at that point. We both needed to go home. and he lives out west, Anthony, so he definitely had to go, and he had church the next morning, and I just was like, my old ass couldn't stand sitting that long anymore, and I figured there was like not a lot of space left on my phone after recording that much. So I know my phone pretty well. When I started recording my intro, it was already telling me that I was storage low, so I don't think I could have recorded that much left anyway. But I'm sure other people would have posted some footage. Definitely check out Brezie and IKatana's pages on Instagram. They definitely post some stuff and some behind the scenes. But it was really cool, and that's where we got the merch. There's actually another t-shirt. It was also really, really cool. I thought I was recording at the time, but maybe I didn't record it, but it was really, really cool, and I kind of want that shirt, so I'd probably ask Brezie if he had any more, and we try to support that in my next pay. But thank you so much for joining me. If you followed me up until now with all the outfit making and then the actual event, and I really hope you enjoy this sort of like POV experience of coming to the event, and I hope that you definitely invest in the next event and come to follow them, follow the events, follow the performances, check out all the artists. Definitely lock in for the next video coming up, which is focusing on all the performances only, and you'll get to hear some of like the tracks from like the different artists. Verse, unfortunately, is one of the artists that I do know, but unfortunately couldn't make, should I say, not unfortunately do know, but Verse is one of the artists I do actually happen to know from a few videos in Breezes, and actually listen to some of music, and there's a couple of songs I really like, but unfortunately was one of the artists, the only artist that couldn't make it. He's a very busy man. He's a father of a couple of kids, and also like a full-on professional fitness trainer. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, so, apart from that, it was pretty much a perfect night. It was incredible. I had great company. I met great people. I networked a little bit. I learned what I need to work on for networking, and I had incredible experiences of connecting with amazing people and getting to know Brezie a little bit more as well through the event, and, getting to hear him live finally for the first time. Always super exciting when you know someone who's an artist for a very long time and connect and become friends with, and then finally getting to hear them live is always super cool. And I got to show Anthony that. Anyway, I guess to wrap it all up, thank you all the people who connected with me and who were super nice. August, shout out to you, and also Claire and your boyfriend. I'm sorry, I forget his name. Thanks for being nice and inclusive. And Mystical Miss G, definitely will connect with you at some point and check out some of your performances or the things that you organize. Thank you, Brezie, for always looking after me and being so cool. And of course, I always keep supporting you. TGAR was originally planned to come as well as an audience. Would have been cool to like introduce you to a few people. If you're watching this, sorry that you're so busy and so hectic, but I'm sure there'll be next time. But I definitely still kind of plugged you and kind of talked to people about you, so your presence was still here. Hopefully you know that. And IKatana, thank you for being such a wonderful soul and making my first silent disco experience so wonderful. I'll definitely continue to plug that experience and talk to people about it and tell them to come to HUSHCLUB. And I'll try to plug as many of the info for any relevant tickets and such, and Instagram accounts and such in the description below, so go and look for them if you're looking for anything, or comment down below if you're trying to find anyone in particular, and I'll try and find you and connect you guys. Anyway, and thank you, the guy in the red tee, short sleeve crop, whatever you call it, who complimented my outfit. Your outfit was super cool as well. Definitely caught my attention, and I hope you had a fun night as well. And congrats on getting that t-shirt. That was so cool. You had the best reaction as well. Love that. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much for viewing the video and always supporting the channel and helping make this kind of experience possible. I just hope we can grow more and continue to experience more of this amazing stuff. Anyway, talk to you guys in the next episode.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. And if anyone's outside, you might want to come in. 4290-99. 099.
We're going to take a look.
Going once, going twice.
Oh damn, but you never actually got it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh damn.
Here we go again. 068. 068,
folks. 068. Anyone? 068 out there?
31. I mean, yeah, we're just here for the vibe.
Here for the performance. We're getting coming closer now as well. There's so many people cleared out.
Oh, you win? 068. Yeah.
Oh! Finally.
Yeah, buddy.
Now tell us, sir, are you an artist?
No. We're about to make some crazy
Are you about to make some crazy beats?
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
We're another artist tonight. This is what
What's
it's
your
all
name,
about.
sir?
Oh.
Peter's about to make some crazy beats. You'll see him at the next show. Alright, let's draw the second one.
Alright.
429103. 429103. Going once for the second Flow State studio session. Going twice. Too slow, too bad. Unlucky. That's okay. I shouldn't look, should I?
Just give it to us.
You can look, it's okay.
112. 112. Anyone outside? 112.
Going 112 twice.
112. That's okay. We'll get there eventually, folks.
Saving the juiciest for the juiciest.
097. 097. 097. This is working amazingly well.
What's going on here? I bet everyone just lost their tickets. They're like,
I don't know what this.
you guys are in luck because there's actually one in like 3 weeks that I need to start planning for. It's in collaboration with Dirt Fest, which is a music festival. The artists are actually, the curators are actually here today. Those 3 guys sitting in the back behind the couch, they created Dirt Fest. Woo! It's a mini festival. There's like 20 plus artists that perform throughout the day.
Okay. I'll hide behind you.
It's like this.
T-shirt.
Unless it's the other one.
Crazy. Crazy.
And we still got
Do you
more.
want to spin me?
Yes, let's do it. Alright, everyone count with me.
Merch. Do you see the merch I'm wearing? I've got merch. War and Space merch. Here we go.
Alright, let's go. Who doesn't know for sure?
1, 2, 3. I don't know if you asked me to tell me that before again.
Oh,
We already got it.
got already.
Yes! Yes! Put it on.
My name's Locke.
Locke, let's go. I hope that's your
This is the best day of my life.
Join the club.
I don't know if I can spin again, but let's do it.
You're gonna get dizzy just like me. Ready?
That's amazing.
It has to avoid us.
I just knew it was gonna be. It was like, oh no. Hey! Oh! Lucky day.
Congratulations. Let's go. Give it up for the winner.
Am I correct that an artist actually made the design on the back of the shirt?
Yes.
Well, by standing here, we basically gave it to the person, to lock on the right.
Yeah, we had a good position here.
Well, there is one more.
One final.
It's a cherished baby,
IKatana.
and whoever gets it is really lucky.
If it's not your size, bro, I can switch it out.
Alright, so the last giveaway item is a custom collection item that we lovingly created called the Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Alright, are you guys with me?
Flex.
Count it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No one caught it!
No one caught it.
Okay,
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna throw it in the air.
Someone catch it.
It's like the wedding bouquet.
But no one knew what to do.
3, 4, 5.
5.
Oh, yeah.
That was an easy one.
What a night, guys. What a night.
Give it up for all the winners, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so. We're going to give you guys 10 minutes to go outside, have a breath of fresh air, go to the toilet if you need to, and then when we come back, it's Operation Takeover. Are you ready? Alright, we'll see you back in 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, break time.
I don't mind going outside, actually.
You want to go outside? I'm going to use the toilet quickly, I think.
I'll see you in a bit.